Katy Perry has announced that she's been forced to cancel 2 major shows. A fresh blow for the star, she took to Instagram Monday to confirm the concerts in Guadalajara, Mexico on May 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, just imagine the conspiracies if they didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, Pete, there's already people saying that they faked it, which I think is silly.
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah. What were her findings? That's my question.
Well,
what
she
did she learn?
Daisy, which is super important.
She's then set to kick off her U.S. tour in Houston before performing 25 times in the country. Trips to Australia and Canada. Her subsequent European leg will include a trip to the O2 with 2 shows in October.
Let's see how planetary expert Katy Perry prepared for this mission.
I'm really excited about the engineering of it all. I'm excited to learn more about STEM and just the math about what it takes to accomplish this type of thing.
It shows you how quick the flight was. The dead Daisy that's like snipped from its life source was still alive or still vibrant.
So I don't know, is this being canceled because nobody wanted to show up? I mean, I assume it would be pretty easy to check. Really, like, kind of weird that the stadium isn't built? So you booked a concert at a stadium that wasn't built?
I would love to hear her actually explain what the acronym STEM stands for. And then Katy Perry continued her tour of obliviousness while exiting the capsule and acting like she was part of that crew that was stranded in space for months.
Katy!
You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
She kissed the ground and she liked it.
Let's celebrate female astronauts.
And because they were united.
Because a lot of men astronauts, they have to go to school.
Right.
They have to learn how to be a pilot first.
Including Katy Perry are saying that they regret all of this. Katy Perry is now regretting the Blue Origin spaceflight as she struggles with continued criticism of her bizarre behavior.
In the latest twist in what can only be described as a cosmic misfire, Katy Perry has found herself crash landing back to Earth, socially and professionally, after a much-hyped suborbital flight that's been dragging her through the internet's most savage headlines. What started as a sleek PR moment wrapped in a shiny Blue Origin spacesuit has officially nosedived into public mockery, with critics comparing the experience less to a space mission and more to a billionaire-funded amusement ride. Let's be real. Katy didn't exactly go to the moon and back. In fact, she barely made it past the thermosphere. But the Instagram post said otherwise. So here we are. And while the ride lasted just 11 minutes, the fallout? That's going to orbit her career for a while. Now, before you start thinking this was some inspirational women in space moment, let's take a reality check. Katy Perry, along with a group of well-known names including broadcast icon Gayle King and Amazon's power player fiancé Lauren Sanchez, boarded what was billed as an all-female flight aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket. But here's the catch. It wasn't space in the way NASA defines space. There was no orbit, no docking, no zero-gravity labs, just a very expensive arc into the sky and a gentle parachute float back down to Earth. Scientists would call that a suborbital hop. Twitter called it cosplay for the ultra-rich.
This is what a fake return
those are like
to
the
Earth
guide parachutes.
looks like
There go the drogue
from
parachutes.
fake
Just
astronauts
free-falling right there
as they
until those dudes came
scream,
out.
who went up into their fake dickhead spacecraft.
1, 2, 3, take it up space!
That they are not astronauts, that it's all fake, it's not real.
And the critics? Oh, they had a field day. What really set the internet ablaze wasn't just the flight, it was the post-flight celebration and the way Katy Perry wore the title astronaut like a Grammy Award. Within hours of touchdown, Katy was donning her astronaut badge on social media, thanking the heavens for her life-changing journey.
Katy. No, you're not the crier of the group.
Healer of the group.
No, you are not.
I'm crier.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love.
And uploading photos of herself in a pristine space capsule that looked like it had just rolled off a theme park ride. Not a single scorch mark, not a whiff of re-entry chaos. If that's what returning from space looks like, then maybe we've been watching too many sci-fi movies.
Katy Perry is an astronaut in her little scuba suit there. Nobody believes that she did anything brave. She was simply luggage. Do you understand? Your luggage.
The backlash came in fast and fiery, with meme makers dubbing her Cargo Katy and Reddit threads asking if she got her pilot's license from Etsy. One viral TikTok even stitched her space clip with, "I kissed the ground and I liked it," and honestly, that's the kind of internet we live for. But the fallout didn't stop at memes. Oh no, this was just the liftoff. Back in the real world, Katy Perry has just canceled 2 major shows from her highly anticipated world tour, including stops in Guadalajara, Mexico. The official reason? The arena wasn't built on time, but fans weren't buying that. After all, how do you book a show at a venue that doesn't exist yet? That's not just bad planning, it's a PR nightmare. And when the news broke that the Guadalajara concerts were off the calendar, the public was already connecting dots, wondering if the backlash from her space stint had something to do with it. Coincidence? Possibly. But the timing? Astronomically? Unfortunate? Meanwhile, CBS found itself caught in the turbulence as well. The network had poured resources into covering the Blue Origin launch with glossy enthusiasm, even airing a special feature to highlight the all-female crew. But what was meant to be a moment of empowerment turned into an ethical headache. According to internal rules, CBS journalists aren't supposed to accept freebies, and yet Gayle King's ticket aboard the rocket wasn't exactly a budget airline voucher. Who paid for it? No one's saying. And the ratings? Despite 3.9 million thousands viewers tuning in, critics argue it didn't deliver the cultural resonance the network had hoped for. Instead, it came off as a tone-deaf puff piece for people already living above the stratosphere, in terms of wealth, if not actual altitude. Social media sentiment swiftly turned from amusement to frustration. Many called the space mission elitist, a carbon-burning PR stunt with no scientific value, no exploration goals, and zero benefit to humanity. The symbolism of sending celebrities into the upper sky for a few minutes while millions struggle with everyday realities felt especially off-key. And Katy, whether she meant to or not, became the poster child for this perceived disconnect.
Like this. Some people think it was filmed in a soundstage. You'd have good reason to think that because, well, we all watched the fake door opening here on the pristine capsule.
Her comments, which included proudly claiming her astronaut status, only fanned the flames. That's when the internet did what it does best. It turned satire into sport. Threads compared her to Meghan Markle in the race for most self-important celebrity moment, while fast food brands like Wendy's joined the roast with tweets cheekier than a late-night comedy monologue. But here's where the pacing of this saga shifts. While Katy Perry is no stranger to reinvention, remember the blue hair, the whipped cream bra, the pivot to motherhood, this moment hits differently. Not because she went to not quite space, not even because of the canceled shows. It's the symbolism of the backlash that marks a cultural turning point. The public's tolerance for curated, celebrity-centric stunts disguised as empowerment has worn thin. The demand now is for authenticity, for transparency, for public figures who don't mistake photo ops for progress. And for Katy, whose brand has long been built on spectacle, this could be her most dangerous misstep yet. Not because it's career-ending, but because it was cringe-inducing. Now, she's trying to do damage control. Statements about learning from the experience have started trickling out. Sources close to the singer claim she doesn't regret the flight itself, just the way it was perceived. There are whispers that she's considering a return to her roots, maybe a stripped-down acoustic tour, maybe a docuseries to tell her side of the story. But will it work? That remains to be seen. Because in 2025, you can bounce back from a bad single, even a box office flop, but surviving a cultural misread this big, that takes more than just a good publicist. It takes self-awareness, timing, and a whole lot of humility. As for Blue Origin, they're staying quiet, possibly bracing for more fallout. And Bezos? He's probably too busy designing the next orbital vacation package for reality stars and influencers. But for everyone else watching this celestial soap, opera from the ground, the message is loud and clear. If you're going to claim space cred, you better bring the burn marks. And so ends the tale of Katy Perry's short, strange journey to the edge of space and the even sharper descent into viral backlash. Will she rise again? Will the public forgive, forget, and stream her next hit? In the world of celebrity redemption arcs, stranger things have happened. But one thing's for sure. Next time someone offers you a seat on a rocket, maybe ask if it comes with a parachute and a crisis PR team.